What's good, everybody? Welcome back to All Things Ash. I hope you can hear me fine. Let me know in the comments if the audio needs to be adjusted going forward. It is early as fuck. Early as fuck, can I say that? I can say that. It's my channel, I'm gonna say that. So, it's early as fuck, and I had a slightly rude awakening this morning. So, Spirit clearly has a message that needs to come out, and I meditated for a little bit to decipher on what was mine and what needed to be shared, if anything. And there's clearly some things that need to be be spoken on and shared. So I'm going to do so. I will pull some cards as well. Um, Please like, share, and subscribe if you are interested. And I do want to say that just some downloads that I've already received so far. I'm getting a sense of security, something in the background that maybe where you have the tools necessary, but they haven't been put in place yet. Um, I don't know who this applies for. This is just a general reading, so whoever comes across this, it's for you. Whenever you come across it, doesn't matter what time or day, or what year, however far ahead this is that you watch this. But I'm getting a sense of security, something that's packaged, something maybe not necessarily like an item that's packaged, but something that seems like a package deal for that would bring some level of security, but that's got many pieces, and it's just kind of sitting in the background. It's not really being dealt with. It's not like nothing's really being done with it, and it needs to be installed. It needs to be set in motion so that it can do its job and protect the sanctuary. Something needs to be set in motion. I don't know who that's for, but that's what Spirit wanted me to share. Spirit also wants me to share about being in the present moment, especially when your attention is grabbed so suddenly. That can be in the middle, like it can be like a random distraction, right? In the middle of your day, in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a conversation, but there's something to be said for that. It can be you reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up in the morning. It can be, fear of missing out in any capacity of life. If you think about it, reaching for your phone first thing in the morning is fear of missing out for a lot of folks. It's a lot more than just checking the time. Sometimes we wake up to use the bathroom or drink a glass of water, whatever we need to do. And we grab our phone and then we're up for hella long, and it's not healthy. And I can say that I've done it myself plenty of times, so ain't nobody perfect, but I will say that things like that, what we do in life when we feel the need to grab something, we feel the need to the urge to be informed, like all of these things that we're doing, that we're feeding into our energy sources of stimulation. They are things that you're ingesting mentally, energetically, and quite literally physically, because those waves are going. And that's why they tell you don't keep your phone next to your head when you go to sleep. Most of us do anyway. It's not good for us. There's a lot of waves that go into your brain that affect the way that you think, that affect the way that you sleep. We have to start taking those steps to take responsibility for what we're allowing in our atmosphere. If we have a hard time sleeping, maybe because we keep doing that one thing and, grabbing our phone. Maybe because we grab whatever it is, a newspaper, a book, something. Maybe that's more of a distraction than you realize. Maybe what you think is your routine to help you wind down is really what's keeping you up at night. And that's something that I've struggled with myself over the years, and I've learned that whatever is there on a device, whatever is there as a distraction, will be there when I wake up again. Because if I disrupt my brain then I disrupt the message that I'm supposed to be receiving. If I'm woken up, it's for a reason. If I'm woken up, it's spiritual. That's bigger than anything that I can find on my phone that's recorded that will be there a few hours from now. you know? So at that point, it's like, what is Spirit trying to tell me? Why am I up right now? This is spiritual for me, at least, you know, from my experience. So take what resonates for that with that for you, because not everybody's gonna resonate with that, and that's okay. But understand that it is very spiritual when you're abruptly woken up in the middle of the night, um, especially deep slumber. I mean, I was traveling, man. Like, y'all don't understand the way that I travel when I sleep, when I dream, is quite intense. So for me to just be, you know, just snatch back into this realm is just like Spirit needed me to share some things. And we're going to get to some more of those things because I feel that there's a little bit more here, but which is why I'm going to go to the cards in just a moment. But I just needed to share those things because somebody needed to hear that. I don't know who. I don't even know when it'll happen. It could be that nobody watches this video for a week or two or a month or however. You know, maybe it's just a couple hours or a couple minutes, but somebody needs to hear this message. The next message, the next channel's message is kind of tied to that, and then I'm gonna grab. Matter of fact, I'll start shuffling now. But is to be present, be present with the things and the people that you have already set, right? With the tools that you already have, the people, the community that you already have set. Be more present with that because these distractions are there to keep us from our magic, and we have what we need already. Sometimes it's just a matter of turning over at your person and grabbing them instead of your phone and being present with them. You're not going to get those moments back. But everything on your phone will still be there the next day. I mean, you might have some technical issues because of retrograde. Because let's be real, this bitch has been retrograding like a motherfucker. I don't know if y'all been feeling it, but I for sure have been feeling it, and my technology has been showing it and reminding me of it, and I'm ready for it to be over. It hasn't been a bad one. It's been quite enlightening. However, you know, retrograde shakes some shit up and it slows things down, and, you know, like, I'm using this time to plan. I hope that you guys do too. Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck. So that's good. That's family energy. That's stability, which is interesting because I was just talking about security. Stability, security. That's family. Big time. Foundation. Four, you know, it's foundation. Four legs. But I will tell you, the Spirit just really wants you to be present and to hone in on your environment as much as possible. You know, it can be when you're waking up in the middle of the night. It can be when you're jolted out of something in the middle of the day, you know, mid-conversation or whatever you may be experiencing. Maybe you're riding your bike and you get the sudden urge to just pull over to the side of the road for a reason and just stop, you know, and rid yourself of distractions so that you can, like, you know, safely just contemplate whatever happens to cross your mind. Or, I don't know, maybe you're playing a game. Look at that, Ace of Cups. Something is coming in. And I hope that I'm a part of this too, because this feels really good where this is going. Something is coming in out of nowhere, and something is about to be overflowing. And, I mean, the water is emotions, so it's probably going to be emotional, right? But very fruitful. You've got these lily pads right here, signs of fertility. Very, very fruitful, overflowing, anointed, right? In your face, you can't miss it. Ace of Cups is coming. So, and apparently real fast. Because Eight of Wands is mad fast energy. It's not reversed neither, baby. That came out. I was about to keep shuffling, and that came out quick. It's coming in fast. I'm excited for this. This is about to be okay, bet. Spirit, what else do we need to know? What other messages does the collective need to know? We know that there's a level of security and stability that needs to be established. It needs to be fortified, right? the other message. See, and just like that, the other message is gone. There's a second message in between the third. Fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. Yeah, fear of missing out. What? I'm getting the energy of getting in our own way, and things are about to change fast. Because look, Nine of Cups. But this is satisfaction. You see how he's like sitting there with his arms crossed and legs wide, but feet flat, stable, secure. He's still, even though his legs are spread, he's covered. He's protected. His lower half is draped, just the way that the table is. It's draped. Like this. It's not just no exposed infrastructure here. Like, it's draped for a reason because it's sacred. And look at this. His platform is sacred as well. Nine of Cups. All of these cups are full. He knows that there's more to come. He knows that everything is in alignment. Okay. Filling the floor is the Star. We're not going to take this in reverse because I picked it up upside down. So, but the Star. Somebody's got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Quite literally. Like, Spirit is literally showing you right now. You got 1 foot in the water and one not even your foot, but your whole knee, your whole opposite knee on land. Like, you're pouring into already fertile land. Look at that. That land is already lush and green and supple. It don't need no extra water. It's already got its water source. And you're pouring into it, causing a puddle, and it's dispersing. Like, y'all see that? Like, it's quite literally dispersing. Like, there's no pond here. There's no need to pour water here. But they're pouring in anyway, and it's like this half of them right here is focused on security and stability and comfort because they're not releasing. They're not even on their flat foot like right here. They're stepping in, right? And they're pouring into it. They're investing into it. And the water is emotions. This is the Star card, but water is emotions. People will get this card and they'll say, oh, yeah, you're the star of the show. And that can very well be true. But in that comes illumination, all these lights around you. And in that comes the truth of wherever you're at. And it seems like right now Spirit is trying to tell you, you got literally 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like they're not even looking in the area that they're fully invested in. They're invested in it. That's their safety. That's their security, their stability, right? Because they know that this is slippery, but they're not looking at it. They're acting like it's not there, like they're not even doing it. They're focused on this, but they know in the back of their mind that this is what their body is defaulting to. And that's keeping them from fully investing where they need to. They're spilling water over here where it's not supposed to go. That water is supposed to go in this pond. This land has already been fertilized. This land has already been watered. At this point, you're just drowning, the earth. And it'll be fine. It'll survive because that's what the earth goes through. But it doesn't change the fact that you're wasting your resources and drowning it when you should be putting it in right here. So I don't know who this applies to, but somebody needs to really pay attention to the fact that they are the fucking star. But they're not, their resources are split right now. Their mind, their mental, look at that focus, right? That focus is right here, and so it seems all gravy. But your body is telling on you. Your actions, whatever you're doing in life, is telling on you. You might look like you're focused here, but we know that in the back of your mind, you're focused here as well because your body is saying it and you're not even realizing it. So whoever that's for, take that shit and do something with it fast because that change is coming in fast. Spirit, do we need to know anything else from this deck? Do I need to move forward? It's interesting that I got that much out of the Star card because I I've had this card in so many readings before, and every time it's just a, obviously the same base energy, but there's different messages that comes. Yeah, see, look, Four of Cups. You're not paying attention to something. You're focused right here on the challenges or the disappointment or whatever's missing, but you're not realizing that something is being handed to you. You just don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at it because you're so busy wallowing at things not being how you want it to. But you're not even paying attention to the fact that you're missing a whole blessing right here. These cups could be empty, and this could be the one full one right here that you're not even paying attention to because you're so busy with your arms crossed in your funk, leaning against this tree for comfort, right? You don't even need that. It's right here. Look up. Stop looking down. Stop looking where you're not getting anything, like it's not serving you. Look right here. Remember the Ace of Cups came out of nowhere? What if this is the Ace of Cups? What if this is your Ace of Cup? Out of nowhere, because this one is coming out of nowhere. But on a larger perspective, zoomed out so that you can actually see that it's been right in front of you the whole time. Your Ace of Cups has been right in front of you the whole fucking time. Wake up. Stop paying attention to shit that don't serve you. That's already served its purpose. It's there. It's wonderful. It's great. Yes. But that's no longer current. This is what you need to be paying attention to. This holds value and it always will. But this is what you need to be focused on. Distractions, man. Ooh. Energy is strong. Spirit wants us to focus. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So when I woke up, right, there was a light that seemed like it was on, and then it was discovered that it was off. And then upon coming back, it was discovered that it was on again in the kitchen. And there's nobody out here, and the doors are all locked, and it's just wild because, I know that there are spirits around all the time, but like a whole light switch like that, not one that goes up and down, but one you gotta turn, like, the one over the oven. I don't know what spirit that is, but obviously it's there for a reason. I don't know if that means something to somebody. Something about a stove light, some level of security. I know that a lot of times we'll leave the stove light on overnight just for some level of security so that my hand is itching really bad. Ooh, I don't like that. So that if we have to get up in the middle of the night, there's some sort of light there, right? But it's not the main light draining all the juice. Everybody don't do that, but some people do. Alright, Spirit, this is the last time I'm shuffling this deck. If there's nothing else from this deck, I will move forward. Anything else that collective needs to know? Thank you. Anything else? Okay. Nothing else came out. But what did come... Oh, love this. I love this. Okay, the sun came out. Big Leo energy. Okay, first of all, the lion in the back, right? Because I am a Leo, so I'm low-key biased on that. But in this particular reading, I will tell you, because this is not my reading, this is for everybody. I will tell you that for this to come out after the star is great because you've got all this illumination right here, and the stars are beautiful how they sparkle at night, right? And even though the moon is not directly depicted, you've got this big bright light right above all the other ones. And where is that coming from? The stars can still be out while the sun is shining in the background. It doesn't necessarily need to be a sun. It can come across as a star because they're both, hello, ball of fire, balls of gas, like giant star. So look at that. It's a star, but it's depicted in the same light as the sun, right? Again, fire energy. So right here, to go from here where you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out and you're distracted. Your distractions have been illuminated in some way. And apparently it came in quite fucking quickly. And maybe that's where the pace is, right? Maybe the fast energy is coming, yes, in the fact that your Ace of Cups is coming in, but maybe it's because everything was illuminated so fast. Maybe you weren't ready for it. Maybe you were just trying to figure out, like how to get your footing and get your balance and figure shit out, right? You weren't ready for everybody to see all of this, but it was shown anyway. Everything was shown. Your actions showed it all. Your mental was here, but your actions showed different. And everybody seen that shit. And they seen it quick too. You weren't expecting it. But that illumination brought fruition. It brought fertility, purity, youth, joy. For some, this could mean pregnancy. For some, it could be, and so now when I say fertility or pregnancy, for some it could be literal pregnancy, right? So take this as it resonates for you. And if you don't identify with that, gender wise or otherwise, then situationally, however, then that's totally fine. But fertility and pregnancy doesn't necessarily just pertain to an actual baby. It can also pertain to things that are being born into your world, things that you've been curating, things that you've been gestating, right? A pregnancy is a gestation of roughly 9 months. Some people argue more or less, depending on your situation, but gestation, something has been, you've been curating something, right? You've been creating something, you've been investing in something, and something is about to be born. So it doesn't necessarily need to be an actual child. It could just be a new version of you. It could be a new life, right? New opportunities, new project, new something. Something is about to be born, and it's about to be fruitful as fuck, because this is big Leo energy, big fire energy. The sun is the source of all energy. Without the sun, we could not survive. And it's also very, very dangerous if you get too close. So, pay attention to your surroundings. Bottom of the deck for this one was the Six of Wands. I told you it's coming in. I mean, right here, shit came in fast. But right here, this is more of a steady energy. So maybe things are starting to level out a little bit to where things are starting to be a little bit more digestible, right? Maybe you're starting to really hone in your power, your passion, because Wands is fire energy, passion. Maybe you're finally in the space of, okay, I'm accepting this. Like, I know all that was happening here, right? I was still the shit here, but I was distracted here. There was something else going on. And all of that shit happened hella fast. And you know what? All of that was great. It helped me learn a lot. But we had to slow that shit down a little bit so that we could really just savor it. Savor our growth, come in steady, come in confident. With control, right? Not control in the sense of like rigid control, but in the sense of steady, like a steady burn, like a steady flame, fire energy. Again, fertility, green. Green is associated with the heart chakra, but it's also associated with fertility and spring and newness and abundance and money. But the basis of this is all fire. The flame is steady now. The flame is no longer, it's no longer being doused. Maybe that's what this was. Maybe this was a flame and you didn't even realize that you were dousing a flame because you were just trying to stay steady and holding on to what you knew and watering what you knew. But really, you had drowned and doused the flame that was barely hanging on to begin with. And if it had any chances of survival, you already doused that bitch. But you grew some flowers from it, though. That ash probably helped. That's interesting. I recently learned within the past 48 hours that ash helps to nurture the soil. So if that flame was doused, then maybe it nurtured it so much that you grew all of these beautiful sunflowers behind you. And now you're coming in steady. You're coming in steady with passion, with confidence, decorated. Spirit wants me to grab another deck. Where are we going, Spirit? We're going to do one Mystic Mondays. This is a lot longer of a reading than I was expecting. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Bottom of this deck is Two of Swords. So something, I won't say necessarily something that you don't see coming, but maybe something that has been hidden or underlying. Two of Swords is across, like in the original Rider-Waite deck, the man is blindfolded and the swords cross over his face. And it looks, I think maybe he's looking down. But something, basically, someone's not trying to acknowledge something. There's something here that's like maybe being shoved in the back of the mind. The crossing of the swords is like, no, I don't, no, stop. We're not, especially because swords is communication. Swords is intellect. Very much throat chakra energy. I'm getting, Spirit is wanting me to share that there's been some tightness in my neck and shoulders recently that I've been struggling to release, and maybe it has to do with the message that's been needing to be shared. I'm getting someone needs to release their throat chakra because my throat is tightening up as I'm saying this for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but and just like that, it loosened up again. So someone needs to activate their throat chakra and speak up for themselves. That's the bottom of our deck. What came out was the Five of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is great. That's money right here. That's earth right here. You see that balance, that stability, and that structure? That's wonderful. I'm gonna pull on the reference guide for this, for the Mystic Mondays deck specifically, because it's a little bit different on this one, and I like to share that difference. Five of Swords in reverse. Forgive and forget, amend, conflict. Conflict has got you all tangled up in tension, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety. See the Two of Swords in your head, Be ready to forgive and forget so that you can leave the drama behind once and for all. If this is proving to be a burden, remember to take care of yourself first. It's okay to be selfish at times. Protect your magic so that you have more to give. Being full of yourself simply means owning your gifts. There's a need to prove yourself and that you are right. Don't waste your energy trying to make people validate your opinions. I'm going to say that again because Spirit's calling me to. Don't waste your energy trying to make people validate your opinions. All you need is a stamp of approval from yourself. Patterns of conflict may be following you, signifying unresolved issues from the past. Uh, uh, Patterns of conflict may be following you, signifying unresolved issues from the past. Heal those core wounds by diving deep into your subconscious. Only then will you be able to fully move forward. Diving deep into your subconscious, see, someone is not acknowledging something. Someone is stressed and they got anxiety and they in their head about some shit, and so they're trying to push it to the back of their mind and they're trying to act like it's not there and put a blindfold on. But spirit don't play that shit. They know that you know. And they're trying to let you know that they know that you know. Acknowledge that shit. It's literally telling you, dive deep into your subconscious. Only then will you be able to fully move forward. You know, you can't, it's like this. You can't fully move forward like this, you know? But you can when you're in this energy. Ten of Pentacles. Here we go. Ten of Pentacles. Upright, mind you. Communal support, wealth, legacy, accomplishment, and completion. You've reached a point of success on your journey. Look at that. You've reached a point of success on your journey. Facing challenges and overcoming them. The foundation for achievement has been laid, and you are now able to kick back, relax, and enjoy your efforts. Contributing your time and talents to your community is appreciated, and they are more than willing to support you back. Legacy and tradition are important to you so that you are still able to make an impact after you're long gone. Whether that means making sure your loved ones are provided for or creating a work of art that will withstand the test of time, you are making a statement of who you are and what you stand for. Wealth circles around you holistically, continually supporting you with love, community, and stability. Wealth circles around you holistically, continually supporting you with love, community, and stability. I love that. All right, Spirit, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to do one oracle card from the African Goddess Rising. I like working with this deck, actually. It does really well wrapping up my readings and the overall energy. So, Spirit, what do we need to know? What does the collective need to know today, since you woke me up with these messages? And see, I'm over here thinking this is going to be a quick video, like quick, yo, this is what Spirit's saying, blah, 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 blah. Back to bed? Nah. Spirit was like, you thought. You funny. You got jokes. Anything? Oh, thank you. Anything else? Okay. Well, I just saw 3333. Thank you. We're going to stop. Etheric chords is on the bottom of the deck. Somebody need to cut some shit off. Okay, period. Because etheric chords, like literally, chords can be from a lot of different things in a lot of different places. But when you let certain people and energies and things into your realm, you're holding on to those cords. You're reinforcing those cords. You see, she got the machete, right, in her hand while she's holding her babies, and one right here, and they both have these. They all three of them. She's a queen. You see how high that crown sits? That crown sits about as high as the length of her face. Like she got a whole extra head on top of her, and she's illuminated by this golden orb, and so are her children. her future queens. They're both, you know, like they're both feminine. They both have their crowns, these little mini goddesses. And she didn't come to fuck around because she over here, you know, she's draped in her robe, and her daughters are draped as well. They are adorned, rightfully so. But she got the machete in her other hand because she knows in order to fully stand in her power and go forward with her, you know, her legacy. These children right here being her legacy, she got to cut some shit down. She knows that there's going to be things in her way that she needs to cut off in order for them to step through. How you think she got through? How the fuck do you think she got to this portal? Do y'all see this? I mean, do y'all, like, you see this literal golden portal that she's walking through or about to walk through? Obviously, coming out of the portal before them is this lush earth right here, right? These plants. She just cut through a whole lot of shit. The clouds behind her are dissipating. The sky is clearing up. Somebody needs to let go of something. Somebody needs to cut some shit out. The sky is clearing up behind you, and you've already come this far. The portal is right here in front of you. In order for you to step through with your legacy, you have to cut that cord. I don't know who this is for, but do it. Stop getting in your own way. You're wasting your time and your blessings. Spirit says, oh shit, Spirit is loud. Spirit says surrender first and self-sabotage. I promise y'all, I'm not making this shit up. Surrender came out first, and then self-sabotage came out first. And I did not see these cards until just now, until I just pulled them over just now, because I was focused on the bottom of the deck. Surrender. This is Isis right here. Iset, that's Isis. Surrender. Mamlambo, self-sabotage. Snake energy. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Number 44 is surrender. Interesting. Okay. Number 44, surrender. Iset. Goddess of spiritual surrender, Nubia, Egypt. Temple, high priestess, element bush, which is earth. Goddess Iset is revered as a magical healer and sorceress. She of 10,000 names, you may know her as Isis, her Greek name, or Auset, Aset, or Wuset. Iset is worshipped in ancient Nubia, the Sudan region, Egypt, and beyond. Iset's guidance, let it all go. It was this one? It was this one, right? Let it go. You in your head. Cut that shit off. Etheric cords. It says, let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. These words cast a spell. Breathe them in. I'll give you a moment. I surrender. Embodiment. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God, Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. Goddess declaration. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. And number 24, Mamlambo. Shadow of self-sabotage, Zulu tribe. Temple is shadows, element bush, which is also earth. Shadow monster Mamlambo is a brain-sucking, snake-like, water-dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. Damn. I'm gonna read that again. Shadow monster Mamlambo is the brain-sucking, snake-like, water-dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. Brain-sucking, snake-like, water-dwelling goddess of rivers. Zulu goddess of rivers. Mamlambo's shadow guidance, you are holding yourself apart from your blessings. See? You're getting in your own way? What ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? What does your self-sabotage help you to avoid? I think that's the biggest question right here. What does your self-sabotage help you to avoid? What is it that you're trying to prevent from happening by making the decisions that you're making? Because obviously you're sabotaging yourself. We've established that. But you're not doing it for those reasons. You're doing it as a level of protection. So what are you trying to protect yourself from? You're doing it because you think that it's going to help you. You're doing it because you're expecting a certain outcome. And so in order to avoid that outcome, you're taking control in a way that you know is risky, possibly reckless, or maybe you're just being nonchalant about something that deserves more attention, that deserves more seriousness. But you're doing that because you're trying to avoid something. So what is it? Embodiment says, your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, again with the distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. I'm going to read that again. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today? Goddess declaration, I have compassion for myself. So, seems like the remedy to self-sabotage is having compassion for the self. Before we go, we're going to tap into the love energy real quick, because this is very much just a reading about life in general, right? So what's going on the love front, the romance front? This is the Romance Angels Oracle deck, so this one is a pretty cool one too. People always want to know, like where we at with love, whether you're single or committed or otherwise, however you choose to identify in your dating realm or non-dating, wherever you're at in your stage. This deck also feels really good to shuffle. It's not too heavy, not too light, not too small, not too large. That's a lot, Spirit. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not taking all of those. All right. Okay. I'm not going to take all of this, but let's see what they got to say. Playfulness. Pay attention to the red flags. Chemistry. True love. Stay optimistic about your love life. Past life relationship. Children. Give your relationship a chance. Engagement. Free yourself. Honeymoon. Free yourself among all of that. Again, the energy of getting out of your own way. Okay, so what specific message does my collective need to know, Spirit? Somebody needs to know something specific out there. We don't need all of them cards. Maybe a couple, but narrow it down a little bit, please, because that was a lot. Maybe there was something in there for somebody. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Thank you for that. Thank you. Anything else? Bottom of the deck, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Okay, first Spirit says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Whoever this is for. Then they said passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So, again, this is getting out of your head. Get out of your head. It's literally telling you what you're looking for is going to look different than what you're expecting it to. And that doesn't necessarily mean a person. It could be a thing. It could be an outcome. It could be, a prize, a reward, a situation. You may expect it to look or be one way and then find out that it's very different, and that's okay. That's life in general. Life often will tell us, you thought, right? That was cute, but you thought. Keep an open mind, because you thought wrong. Expand your perception. Expand your horizons, as people like to say. Open your mind. Open your thought process. It's like when, in the beginning of the reading, right, when I was looking at the bottom of the deck and the underlying messages coming in, that Ace of Cups and then the Four of Cups right after. It's like, remember when I referenced the whole the concept of maybe that fourth cup in that image was truly the Ace of Cups, but with the perception expanded. Keep an open mind. There's an angel coming in to bless them. I don't know if you see that. But there's a divine connection happening here. And it's adorned. It's about to be anointed, or it is anointed. And maybe the angel is coming in to bless them. Maybe the angel is what they're creating, and they don't even realize that that's what's about to come in. Maybe it's a spirit that they're creating, the foundation and the legacy they're about to leave behind. But something is coming in. There's obviously romantic feelings here with whoever this resonates for. It could be somebody in a relationship. It can be somebody who is single, who, is wondering about a specific person. But there's something going on here that's worth investing in. There's a lot of passion, which makes sense because we had a lot of fire energy. All fire, right? I mean, there was earth energy here too, which was great. And some water, but there's a lot of passion here. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Unblock yourself. That's what I got for y'all. Thank you for sticking with me for this long. This was a much longer reading than I was expecting. But it was a good one. And I'm glad I'm here with you. And I'm also about to try and go back to sleep now. So thanks, Spirit, for that. For those of you who want a personal reading, I will link it below in the description. And if you enjoyed this reading, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It's been an honor and a pleasure to tap into your energy. I definitely, what you guys don't see is that I do cleanse the decks and my space and myself before I shuffle That is very important because I don't want my energies to cross over with yours, with a collective's reading. So thank you for allowing me to tap into that. Thank you, Spirit. It's been a pleasure. Ashe.